Hi everybody, welcome. Thank you for sharing your time with me and giving me your time. A cold, rainy day today and Dragon Man is home sick. This is a horrible year for him regarding his health. This is the second time he has a cold this year, and he had an ear infection and severe issues with his feet. He's constantly tired and I suspect a little depressed. We are trying everything. I bought fruit, we eat vegetables, more than we ever have. I bought him vitamins, we send him to school with more fluids than ever before. I honestly do not know what to do anymore. Anyway, we are bombarding the young man with cold and flu medicine, orange juice, and hoping that he will be better by tomorrow, as they are approaching mid-year exams. Oh well. Life in all its glory. Some days I also just want to stay in bed and put my head under the covers. But here I am, ready to talk royals with you and whatever else is in my mind today. William and Catherine attended the garden party at Buckingham Palace, and as always, William looked really handsome in his top hat, and Catherine in her yellow, ready-for-summer dress. I love her hairdo, it always looks so elegant. The royal family really hit the jackpot when William married her. Catherine was head to toe in a re-wear. She wore the same outfit in, I think, 2022 during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. The only thing she changed were the earrings. This time round she wore her wedding earrings with the Middleton crest. Sophie looked equally pretty and Edward as stylish as ever. That man knows how to dress. Now, I'm going to say something none of you are going to like, and others may be thinking the same, but will never say it out loud. But you know me, I say what I want, and sometimes I lose up to 68 subscribers in one day because I said what I thought. But although inflation and the dollar is hitting me as hard as anyone else, I can't help myself. I say what I think. Well, seeing Catherine and Sophie yesterday both looking beautiful and, of course, appropriate for the occasion, I'm starting to prefer Sophie's clothing style to Catherine's. Obviously, Sophie is not as tall and skinny as Catherine, but she has a little variety in her cupboard. Catherine seems to have chosen a type of uniform like the Queen in her later years. The Queen also very much stuck to her coat dresses in different colours and different embellishments. The thing is, Catherine is still young, and although one can never criticize her because she's always immaculate when she steps out, these dresses are becoming a little boring. I would love to see her in something different, maybe a few longer dresses with softer skirts, pants with softer blouses, without the staple matching jacket. A more exciting wardrobe may indeed draw a little bit of criticism because people don't have the same taste, but rather that than risk becoming a wallflower. One day when Catherine is Queen and about 15 years older, she can return to these coat dresses for public events. For now, go out and have fun, girl. On your screen are some of my favourite looks on Catherine as far as day wear goes. Obviously, there are many more, but these are just an example. Maybe they are too casual for some events, but a nick and a touch here and there, and one can turn it into something a little more formal. Charles and Camilla looked happy and in their element at the Chelsea Flower Show, and David Beckham had an equally good time having a good old chin wag with the King. You know, I know the King, like his mother, will likely work up to his last day, but sometimes I think it is a huge mistake, and that Queen Margrethe did the right thing when she stepped back for her son. Her illnesses and back problems are now dealt with more privately, and otherwise she is keeping herself busy with things that she loves, like art and these collages that she makes. Now, seeing Charles at the flower show, I think he deserves to do the same. I am convinced that he'll live longer if he should step back, relax, and spend his time planning gardens, painting, and only attending the events which brings him joy. Although he looks calm and happy, I can see that his colouring is off again and the purple hue is back on his cheeks. It can be due to a number of things, like a lack of vitamin D or bad circulation, oxygen shortage, heart issue, a number of things, maybe even his treatment. But whatever it is, it could be as a result of his cancer and or treatment, but it could also be additional to his cancer, which I think it likely is. Again, stress is definitely not good for him in any shape or form. Talking about Charles's treatment, I saw in some publication that Charles is now refusing chemotherapy and has swapped it for a less invasive treatment. Or then, when I asked my usual trusted source about it, he, for a change, replied and said that although he truly does not know exactly what treatment Charles is receiving, he too heard from colleagues of his that Charles has been refusing chemo for a while now and is on an alternative form of treatment. I think that, except for his nearest and dearest, that is as much as anyone knows right now. Okay, now the next thing on the agenda, seeing that we are talking about Charles, he will be in Canada on May the 26th and 27th. Now, initially it appeared as if Camilla was not joining him, but looking at the official itinerary, it is clear that she will indeed be joining him. They will be staying at the official residence of the Governor-General of Canada, and on the 27th, King Charles will open the first session of the 45th Parliament of Canada. Okay, but because Charles will be so much closer, the media is, of course, speculating about whether Harry will hop over the border to go see his father, or whether Charles will hop over the border to go see his son. And I straight out asked my friend, and he said, and I quote, "Not that I know of. Highly doubtful that either will happen." I think it is bollocks. Just the media stirring as usual. So there you have it. If my friend says it is bollocks, it likely is. 99% likely it is indeed rubbish. You can also go to the royal website and look at the itinerary. It is packed. So I also say bollocks. Unless Harry sneaks into the country and goes stand among the crowd waving at his father. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, enough from me. I'll see you in a while. Take care. Bye.